Hi everyone, I'm Cinderay9, and welcome back to Let's Play Bioshock. This is a re-recording of Episode 4. Why a re-recording? Well, I was told that there was some lag, and I went back through it myself, and had some friends go through it, and there was a lot of lag. I don't know what caused that during the recording. I deeply apologize, so I'm going to re-record it. I'm going to try to go through everything that I did the first time. For those of you that saw it and dealt with the lag, as your Let's Player, I deeply apologize. That's on me. So I hope you'll join me again for this. And for those of you that didn't see it, welcome. We're going to start by picking up Incinerate. Incineration. When it absolutely, positively has to erupt in flames, don't wait. Incinerate. Sets objects and creatures on fire. Repeated use to increase the pain. Ages 12 and up.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
Evolve today. Incinerate the nearby oil slick. As you see, there are a lot of splicers out there. Well, let's do just that.
This is our place!
All roads in Rapture lead to Ryan. Security, the splicers, the big daddies, the little sisters. He pumps some kind of chemical scent in the air. Pheromones, they call it. Makes them all dance to his tune.
Now, I'm not going to pick up the Eve hypos. I'm going to save these for later. You can always come back and pick them up when you need Eve. As you can see, Incinerate. I love Incinerate, by the way. I love how you snap your fingers to have the blaze go Mustang style. It's really awesome. I really enjoy that, because that's how I always figured, I'd use Incinerate. I'd snap my fingers and catch something on fire. That's how it's done here. Incinerate is a very useful ability. Money. Like it said, it catches enemies on fire. If you have an oil slick, like you do here, you can catch a lot of things on fire at once, like we just did. It's another environmental effect you can use to your advantage. Please do so. I will typically have Incinerate on as much as I can. It's one of my favorite plasmids. Some people like it, some people don't. Just because a lot of machine gun rounds, awesome. Because they'll take other stuff. As we get more plasmids, I do like using Incinerate though. A few notes about Incinerate. If you catch an enemy on fire, or if you yourself are on fire, you can go into water to douse the fire. Keep it in mind. It's there's that Eve hypo there. It is a tactic the enemy is smart enough to use and will use. Go ahead and drink the coffee. Choose plasmids, like so. Same way you choose weapons. Something I hate about, when I screw up, or if the recording screws up like that, I have to remember, I have to kind of wipe from my memory what I've done, and then adjust accordingly. It's really weird, because be like, oh yeah, I've already done this, I've done this, I've done this. For these purposes, no I haven't. And so I have to kind of wipe all that from my memory, and that's harder to do than you think. Because a lot of the commentary that I do is very informative, and I do have my jokes in there, my attempts at humor from time to time. but I'm a more informative Let's Player. Although, you know, I do try to have a lot of fun because that's what this is all about. So it's difficult for me to kind of rewind. But again, it's my screw up. So whether it's the recording software like it was this time, regardless, it's my fault, so I go through it again. Once you have Incinerate, you can melt the ice.
You're trolling with me. Jeez. Okay. Just one more. I promise to do no harm.
Bandages. Go ahead and take one of those. Whoa. Why don't we try out our new plasmid, huh? And there he is, burnt to a crisp. That's the power of Incinerate. It doesn't kill them instantly. It's not a ton of damage. It's damage over time. So you will have to prep for that. But most of the time, the enemy's too worried about being set on fire. First up, we're going to go into this Cure All Medical Services. This is kind of a little side place you can go to. Got you this time. That hit me the first time, by the way. That's the other thing. I'm gonna know what's coming, but I'll still tell you what initially happened. Because you deserve that. That's your right to me to know what happened. That if I screwed up somewhere, that I tell you. Yeah, this turret is different. It actually launches explosives. Very dangerous. It did quite a bit of damage, actually. Oh, anti-personnel rounds. Cool. Money. Armor-piercing rounds. A first aid kit. We don't need that. Okay, next. Let's bring out our wrench. Yes, you can hit grates. Bioshock is really good about you exploring. If you explore, you will be rewarded. Blah, blah, blah. Wrench Jockey. This is our first combat tonic. Wrench Jockey bulks up your upper body, allowing you to wield club-like weapons with unprecedented skill and power. Wrench Jockey is a great combat tonic. Make sure you pick it up. It increases wrench damage. Now, you may be asking, how much does it increase wrench damage? Well, I'll do my best to demonstrate. Corpse. I think that's all in here. You can get some bandages and whatever's in the loot for you. There you go. One hit. For the lead head splicers, the one with the guns, you know they take more damage. 2 hits. Typically, 2 hits. You get a big boost of attack power. It's tonics like that that will keep your wrench an extremely viable weapon all throughout Bioshock. Now, if you can see the red light, it's because there is a camera. We're going to go ahead and hack it. Now, this way. Go down. That can stay. Now, I didn't fail any hacks. The lagged out recording. But that could always change. we go, that looks good. Now there's a safe here. Eve hypo. Safes are typically harder to hack. Just overall, even like the green safes are harder to hack. This one's particularly difficult. If you are having problems, remember save before you hack. You also have the auto hack if you found one. We're gonna try this. We're gonna go quick. Okay, we need to loop around like so. Left, down, and I'll need one to go to the right. As you can see, there were a lot of overload tiles. That's why I said you want to show as many of the tiles as you can really fast, because if I tried to loop down here and go down and across, that wouldn't have worked. I would have hit the overload tile, took a ton of damage. It would have been bad. So you want to kind of find a path you can take and then use the pipes accordingly. Now the good thing about safes is they typically have a lot of stuff. 3 armor-piercing rounds, 10 double-aught Buck, and 75 machine gun rounds. I think that's more machine gun rounds than the first time. Cool. That kind of proves the the random loot. If you saw the lagged out. So, safes, very well worth it. If you find a safe, do your best to hack it.
Clinical trial lot 44, Dr. Su Chong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Subject is white male, one Roland Wallace. Can you hear me, Mr. Wallace?
Yes, sir, Mr. Su Chong, sir.
Very well. Right, I'm introducing lot 44 now. We've codenamed the lot 44 Enrage because of its tendency to... Nurse? Hold him down! Nurse!
Well, that didn't go well, did it? Armor-piercing rounds. Money. Now it can happen. It happened to me. The money can get stuck kind of in between the floorboards here. It happens with a lot of games like this. Sometimes things fall through the floor. Can't pick up things. It kind of gets put in a weird spot. If that happens, it's very unfortunate. You just kind of have to move on. Or there is something we'll be getting soon that could maybe help you save whatever item it is. Now, we got one thing that I really like, this Incinerate. Why don't we get another thing that I really enjoy? I'll just pick this up. Oh, 2 first aid kits. This is the shotgun. Now, I'm going to pick it up, but I'm not necessarily going to use the shotgun because I want to show you the power of the wrench. The shotgun is amazing. I'll be using it plenty, don't worry. This is one of my favorite weapons in this game. I love the shotgun. And I love shotguns in most shooters. I'm a big shotgun fan. But in Bioshock, it's really good. Shotgun. Use electric buck shotgun ammo against targets that are vulnerable to electricity. Remember, we have that one round. You'll kind of want to sit in a corner, because if you can't tell, you're about to get jumped. Like so, anyway. Ow. I'm doing a terrible job of dodging the blows. To kind of dodge, kind of step in a circle pattern like this. Sidestep to get out of the way. As you can see, they all went down in one hit. That would not be the case without Wrench Jockey. Remember, it would take 2-3 hits. With Wrench Jockey, 1 hit. very potent. Make sure you pick up that tonic. It'll help you a lot. And I took way less damage that time. I don't mind saying that either. Lockbox. Ooh, cake. You can use Incinerate there, and there is the 2 first aid kits if you get damaged, or first aid kit and an Eve hypo. I think that's what I had the first time. Regardless, you'll usually have a first aid kit to help you heal from the wounds. Let's see, there's this area over here. Let's explore. Hello. More buckshot ammo. Awesome. The double-aught buck is the standard ammo for your shotgun. You've seen one of the other types of ammo, the electric buckshot. It does, obviously, electric damage. Very handy.
At the German prison camp, they put me to work on genetic experiments on other prisoners. They call me das Wunderkind, the Wonder Child. Germans. All they can talk about is blue eyes and the shape of forehead. All I care about is why is this one born strong and that one weak? This one smart, that one stupid. All that killing. You think the Germans could have been interested in something useful?
Now, as you can see, we're actually full on pistol rounds. 48. That's great. Wrench Jockey will help you save even more on ammo. If you're up against something that's that's ranged, you probably want to use your pistol, or you can still shock them and run up to it. That's a possibility. But you pistol round or a ranged will help. This is important. Testing telekinesis.
Clinical trial lot 23, Dr. Suchong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Work on telekinesis plasmid proceeding well. Lifting objects at distance present no problem. Moving objects through space, no problem. Cannot stop speeding bullet, but can catch and throw faster moving object. Problem not with plasmid, problem with reaction time. Suchong just get new idea for plasmid.
Now, as he said, telekinesis cannot stop bullets. This is important. But it can catch other projectiles, as it stated. TK. Pick up big stuff with your mind. Throw them at your enemies. What else do you need to know? Now, we only have 2 plasmid slots. You can buy more slots at a Gatherer's Garden. Replace plasmids can be re-equipped at a Gene Bank. We'll get to both of those later. Pulls an object to you, then hurls it, even enemy grenades. Also useful for holding objects as a shield or grabbing objects out of reach.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Evolve today. I love those little, cartoons. Hold left trigger to grab objects, release left trigger to throw them, or you can just press A to drop them. Hold left trigger to catch grenades or tennis balls. Why does it say tennis balls? Because you could use this as practice. There's telekinesis. And you throw it. Now, telekinesis doesn't take a lot of energy. It does take energy as you hold it. It's not much, as you can see. To throw it's really where the energy cost is at. Now, there's something about telekinesis I want to go over. Back when this game released, 7 years ago now, I would talk with friends and kind of read forums after I beat the game and see what people thought and see what the friends that had played it thought about the game. I was really curious. Telekinesis was one of those skills that was highly debated. And you had two kind of thoughts about it. There's a great way to use telekinesis. I just threw a ball at the splicer last time, and that really didn't do any damage. Figured I might as well show you the proper way to use it this time. Potato chips. You can pick up explosive things. You can pick up other dead bodies. Now, the damage it does is dependent on... Is dependent upon the kind of the weight that the item's at, if I'm remembering that correctly. If it's heavier, it does more. Explosives work extremely well with telekinesis. As you saw, any kind of type of gas container, fire extinguisher, anything like that. Anything that'll explode real well. There we go. It's important to find that one quickly. There we go. Because it'll usually start that way with the save, where it's those two connected, and you have a very short amount of time to fix the problem. So be careful about that. It's one of the things that makes saves hard. The debate about TK, telekinesis, some people loved it, some people hate it, and there were a few people in the middle. A med kit, a Eve Hypo, and a first aid kit, both really good. We don't need them right now, but they're here. There were people that said TK was near worthless. There were people that loved it and swore by it. I typically try to look at things from both sides and give you both angles. My general theme about telekinesis, my overall feeling about it, it's as good as you make it. Now I know that sounds, well, that's every that's every ability central. Yes it is, but it's more so with telekinesis. Like the doctor said, it's all about your reaction time. Can you identify something to pick it up and throw it? Can you catch the enemy grenades? You see an enemy grenade flying at you, you catch it and throw it back. Can you recognize this? Can you react fast enough? If so, telekinesis is a really good skill. I like to have telekinesis around because I can grab items that are normally not grabbable, because telekinesis helps you grab. Missed again. Terrible. Missed the first time, the other time as well. If you don't have great reaction time, you don't kind of recognize things you can pick up, you won't really get the full benefit of telekinesis. And that's why I said some people really liked it because they could really use it well. Some people didn't like it, didn't like the cost, because if you catch and throw a lot of stuff, telekinesis can wear down your Eve supply if you use it a lot. But it's still one of the cheaper plasmids. There's good, there's bad, there's indifferent. I'm kind of indifferent because you can pick stuff up, like I'll use this as an example, telekinesis, and use it like that. It's cheap that way because the cost is when you throw the item. Cash register. Electric buckshot, awesome. Not when you pick up an item. Huh. This wasn't here before. Oh, hey, look, a tonic. Speedy Hacker. Now, I knew that was coming. If you jumped, I'll be completely honest, I kind of... The first time, you couldn't hear it because I was listening to this. I remember the first time playing, I really jumped.
Sometimes I pity the little freak. Such a tiny imagination. Content to sit there with the tanks of Adam tweaking and optimizing. I need to create. Adam is a canvas of a genetic modification, but the plasmids are the paint.
Speedy Hacker. Make sure you grab this. This is a extremely useful tonic. This is our first engineering tonic. The most popular of the Hack Smart line. Speedy Hacker buys you the time you need to hack any electronic device. Time is on your side with Speedy Hacker. Reduces flow speed when hacking. That's how fast the liquid moves. Extremely useful. If you've had problems hacking, just because things are moving so fast, this will reduce the speed a little bit, giving you more time to maneuver things around. We have another vent.
What is that there?
Hi. That was a lead head splicer. Only took 2. So as you can see, getting Rich Jockey really gives you a boost of attack power.
What price happiness? What price happiness? Who can truthfully
Armor piercing rounds. Another auto hack tool. Very useful. And some money.
love is happiness? I've had happiness.
Okay.
But it ended one day.
We're doing pretty good.
Tell the minister he'll just have to wait. It's my daughter's wedding, not... What? Ah, stupid thing!
When skies are cloudy and gray, they're only gray for a day. So wrap your troubles in dreams.
Don't really have anything here to throw.
And dream your troubles away.
Now with telekinesis you could throw anything.
Sunshine beats through.
Like this chair.
There's only one.
Sometimes it can get stuck. That's a danger with telekinesis. There's something out here that I could throw.
You call that tenderloin?
Castles may tumble.
Hotel in New York, they'd laugh you up, darling.
Where'd the splicer
For the show.
go?
Yes? Hang her on!
Ah! See, I ripped the mask off and threw it back at her. You can pick up anything with TK and throw it. It's just... Is it something you would like to use? I'm curious. You've kind of seen it used. Sometimes you don't pick up something you want to throw. That could be a problem. It's got good and bad. Like I said, some people really enjoy it, some people don't like it. I like to try to keep it in my inventory or in my plasmid slots so I can pick up items that are like behind doors that you can't get to unless you have telekinesis. Now, if you look at the top, there's the slow. That's to let you know that you have that going for you. Let's hack. And watch the flow of the liquid. Much slower, right? Compared to what it normally was. This is extremely useful. Let's uncover all of these. If you find the right tonics, now they are hidden pretty well. I've shown you a couple. You don't think to open the grate with your wrench. You don't think about bashing it and exploring. But this game really rewards you for exploring, for trying to get to places and finding the little secrets like that. You will be rewarded. That's one of the fun things about this game. We'll just finish that. So don't be afraid to hit things, see if you can get to different areas. You know, I said it last episode. You know, press the buttons on things. Just trying things. You will be rewarded. Now that we have telekinesis, we can move on to the next part, but we're on time, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. Again, for those of you that saw the lag episode, I don't think this one will have it. At least I hope not. I really do apologize because while I don't do a lot of fancy editing, I'm not Barry from Game Grumps. He's awesome. While I'm not that by any means, I'm not him by any means, I do try to put out a good quality product. I don't record in HD, I know, but I still like to give the best commentary that I can. I constantly try to get better, and I try to give good quality video, and when it doesn't happen, I really do apologize. So this is me trying to make it up to you. I'm gonna upload this, and this shouldn't have any lag, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Until the next episode, again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a lot of fun. We got two of my favorite things, Incinerate and the shotgun. I haven't used the shotgun yet, but don't worry, you'll see it sooner than later. It's one of my favorite weapons. So, until the next episode, I'm Cinderay9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.